to all the plant mamas and plant papas out there. Hope everybody's bringing home them roots, bringing home them plants. And if you're new here, my name is Mickey, and welcome to Wicked Natty Roots, a channel where we bring you some of the beauty that nature does have to offer. And in today's video, we're going to get into some repotting. It's always a good day when you repot. It's also a little bit nerve-wracking, just because, you know, when a plant is doing well where it's in, and you change its pot, and you just want it to do as good. But if we're doing the right thing and following what the plant likes, then we have no need to worry. So this is a repot we did earlier today, and look at that beautiful arrangement of the succulents. And this one right here is the cocoon plant, and I got the pot right here. Cocoon, Senecio Haworthii, native to South Africa. And look how cool that plant is right there. And we have over here, we have a baby crassula. I've heard it called a string of buttons as well. Super cute. And we have here a moonstone succulent. And in the corner here, we have some Sempervivum. I think that's what it's called, Sempervivum. Sempervivum calcearium. Some of these plant names, the Latin names, definitely give you a challenge when you're trying to pronounce them, but it's all part of the fun. So that's part of the one repot I did earlier. Didn't film that, but I figured I'd start filming and show you guys what it's like. And if you're a beginner, like I kind of consider myself still a beginner when it comes to plant care, and just getting better as you know, you go on and you observe the plant, you take initiative, and you just take into action. And so right here, we're gonna repot these two, Epipremnum pinnatum, Epipremnum aureum, pearls and jade pothos. And so I got these guys when I did the plant shopping in Dorchester, the Home Depot video, and look at how these guys have grown. I've had these in the past and didn't do too well with them due to the lack of watering. And you hear that it's sometimes it's better to underwater than to overwater. That's true. However, they definitely need water to thrive, to make food, and to keep them leaves nice and healthy. And so I'm gonna get right into it. So this right here, pearls and jade, just like a rounder, a little bit elongated leaf there, compact leaf with some variegation, cream color and green, super cool. And look at the trail. You can definitely see the aerial roots just taking off. And we're gonna see what this guy's working with here. Oof. Wow. All right. A hybrid plant right here. And look at that. Look at those roots. Look at those wicked natty roots right there. Wicked awesome. And I'm gonna take as much as this soil off. It's became a little bit hydrophobic, guys, and what that means, it's the soil is unable to absorb water the most efficient way. It's just when you even water from the top. I did bottom water these the whole time I've had them, but when the soil becomes hydrophobic, it just becomes tough. It just becomes just almost like rocky up top. Like you know, you should definitely be changing the soil in your plant every year. Whenever you notice that the soil has just lost its luster, and you know, its ability to keep the moisture within the soil, I definitely want to attend to that, you know, as quick as possible. And when you get these plants from big box shops like I did, you know, you notice that the perlite isn't as chunky, so the soil is not as aerated. And if you think about it, you know, these plants are coming from ideal conditions in an ideal environment, you know, where plants thrive, and that soil is getting a chance to get the temperature much higher than the normal household, get the humidity much higher than a normal household. And so I try to be mindful of that as well lately, more of lately, where I take a look at the plant and I think about where it started, you know, its journey. And you definitely want to try to acclimate that plant and do whatever is possible to make it thrive the best way possible. And a well aerated soil is definitely the key factor here. So I went ahead and removed about 90, yeah, more than 90% of the soil, and that guy right there is ready to be potted up. So that's the first one we're going to work with. I'll put it here for now. We got this next guy here. Oh man, such a stunner, such a beautiful plant. Definitely stands out. Oh, and what do we got here? We got some more roots. All right, check it out. Gnarly roots, just super root bound. And I got to a point where the soil was drying up at a fast rate, and I figured, you know what, we're gonna give it, we're gonna up the size on the pot, allow it to expand its roots, and in hopes that it definitely gives us new growth. And we're gonna go ahead and do the old wooden skewer method. Just kind of take some off the top of this one. This one's really hugging around the roots, so kind of don't want to mess with the roots too much. We'll see. We'll give it a nice wiggle and a jiggle and a tickle here, and let's see how this plant would like to get some new soil all around. But I think it's very compact in there, and I think the soil in there is doing pretty good. I just don't want to rip any of the roots. It does look like they're very formed together, but let me just loosen them up a little bit just to get more of the roots to sink into the new pot, which I think it will do anyway if I did not take out all the soil. But we're gonna just shake it up a little bit and see what the plant wants. You know, I'm gonna try to go through the bottom with the wooden skewer to just try to dislodge some of the soil out of where the roots have grown. And these roots are definitely in there good. And so we're gonna leave it's like about a good fit, you know, less than 50% of the soil away from this one, not as much as the other one. I just felt like it was if I did any more shaking and poking with the skewer, I would damage the roots. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this guy and remove most of the topsoil, just so you know when I'm done bottom watering them and I top water them, when I top them off, that the soil on top is able to just drain through. And that's the main goal, is to not suffocate the roots and just, you know, fill them with oxygen. Plants love it. Nice aerated mix, and so that's what we shall give them. Give thy plants what they like, and they will reward you with new growth and all that beauty. All right, so we're gonna put that soil right there. Okay. All right, so we're gonna pot the two pearls and jade pothos right in here. A pot with plenty of drainage holes, nice little handles on the side where you can pick up the plant to water it and place it in different areas. So it's looking good. I'm going to leave that as is. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and start filling the bottom of the pot. It's a nice chunky mix, some cocoa core, some perlite. See if you can see that. I'm going to keep filling the bottom here. Okay. Right, let's see how that is. Alright, so, alright, you guys have probably heard the news around the world. Things going on in Hawaii, and Olivia and I are going next week, so to see how things, you know, are doing. We had this trip planned for a while, and just been trying to just stay strong with the island. So that's what's been on my mind recently. But you know, trying to make these videos to inspire you guys is also you know, a passion I have, and definitely gonna keep my thoughts and prayers to Hawaii. And so, all right, so this one here, we're gonna, I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna lift the longer stems up, kind of like in a bun here. I'm gonna lift them up here so we can see the soil go in around the perimeter of the pot. And I'm gonna take some out a little bit, let it sink in a little bit more. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get the scooper, soil right in there, right around the perimeter. Okay. Just gonna try to center them a little bit more, even on each side. Soil on this side, a little soil on the side. I really just want to get it all the way to the tippity top. Make sure that water drains through. Alright. Because every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry. Alright. And we're gonna keep going around. I'm gonna fill this one to the brim. I think the coming from a 3 and 4 inch pot, I think the width of it was perfect for this particular pot. I think this one's about 5 inches in length each way, this square pot that I chose. I forgot where I got it from, but I thought it was really neat. The some garden, and they had them wholesale, and I just really loved the shape of it. Usually you can get, you know, round pots, but I thought this one was pretty cool and very functional here. Alright, so we're gonna make sure again that the roots are completely covered.
Okay. Alright, the other side here. Alright.
Alright. Anybody else hesitant about repotting, or you know, kind of how I am right now, like, okay, I hope this plant's gonna do all right. I think it's kind of natural when a repot does happen, but feeling pretty confident that this guy's gonna do well and will thrive. Couple love taps right there. All right. Okay. Just making sure that that soil is down on the side, especially. Just making sure that it's going all the way down. When you do water them, the soil will settle a little bit more as well. Might be some air pockets in there, but as you do water it, the soil will sift its way down, and just when that happens, just add a little bit more soil to top it off if the roots are exposed, and the plant will be okay. Yeah, this soil is definitely going to settle for sure. And I'll go ahead and give it another layer of that chunky soil. Keep it chunky, keep it funky, keep soil chunky. Learned that for sure. A lot of the plants have been doing a lot better because of that. The rainwater that I've been watering the plants with all summer have also been helping the plants look super healthy. We'll see in the winter when the water regimen definitely changes, and talk more about that. But right here, guys, pearls and jade pothos. What do you guys think? Super cool. So 2 pots in one. I think that's gonna be very, very happy in its new home. And let me go ahead and take this here. This is where the 3-inch pots were. But we're gonna go ahead and move that real quick. Put that back here. The begonia. Alright, so we're gonna place that. I'm gonna definitely water this. Bottom water it with some rainwater, top it off, and give you guys an update on that. I'm gonna put it here for now. Alright, so hopefully it's gonna be alright. I think I'm overreacting, but I think it's natural as well. And so we're gonna go ahead and also do another repot here. Thought I'd do 2 in 1. This one, anybody have these guys? The cotyledon lettuce seminensis, aka the bear paw succulent. That's a mouthful. And these guys, very, very sensitive to watering, and that's what I was worried about. I was going to put them in a bigger pot, but I'm going to do my best to place them in this square pot right here, so I can monitor the watering a little bit better than I could in a bigger pot. And so if anybody has the bear paw plant, let me know and what your care is like, because this is dear to me for sure. I absolutely love the bear paw plant, and I've seen them very mature. It's given new growth this whole summer, Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm doing all right. Hey, Mama Bear. I'm little Papa Bear. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep them just like this. And in this spot right here. So, this is what type of succulent soil. It's great for succulents. So I also have this mix of what I think it's charcoal and sand, and so we're gonna put that a little bit in the mix as well, just so I can make it a little bit drain a little bit better and you know, dry a little bit faster. Winter is coming up, and so I heard that these guys you water them once a month in the winter. I've watered these guys like every 2 weeks in the summer, and definitely so far so good. And why not? I'm gonna add perlite in there. Why not? Add a little perlite in there, just because these are my babies. Don't want them to get root rot, and I'm gonna add some perlite to this mix. Wasn't in the agenda, but wasn't on the plan, but it just felt right. So add some perlite here. All right, and so I'll place this guy in this corner. I think I'm gonna do one at a time, one side at a time. It up here. Some perlite, cactus, soil mix. So I'm just gonna gently place some soil on the side and leave room for the other guy on the side. I'm just gonna use the little scooper here to get it right on the sides. Okay. Tell them a little bit. Just gotta be extra careful with these precious beings, and they'll be all right. All right, so almost done with this one, I think. Feeling pretty confident. All right. Okay. Just concentrating on this alone is a portion of the video. As you can see, that's takes a certain level of concentrating and making sure that you're doing your best to fill in the spaces so all the roots are covered, and all the spaces where the plant is able to absorb water is covered with the proper amount of soil, and that is what I'm doing, I'm making sure that in between each paw that there is soil for water to get, and not too high up on the stem on these. These are very, very sensitive to water, and we should treat them as such. So each plant has a different watering needs, likes, and so for the epipremnums, the pearls and jade, bright light, morning sun, keep relatively moist. I let the roots dry out a little bit, about 75%, before watering it again. These guys, again, I've been watering them once when it was really the span where we got really hot weather. I would water them once a week. Outside of that, it's been about every 2 weeks that I water them. And we are in August, and fall is coming up, so not only the humidity is going to change, but also the temperature. So definitely, if you're a plant daddy, a plant mama, you know about the transition, the shift in the watering schedules and how that goes. So definitely going to keep an eye on this super cool plant, cool succulent. And that's the bear paw plant, and the pearls and jade Pothos repot video, guys. If you guys have any tips on any of these, please comment down below, and if you have any of them, please let me know about your experience with them, do's and don'ts. Appreciate you guys support, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you like it, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So all right, cheers.